So on this video, I'm going to go over your doodle note sheet, which is on page 15 in your yellow packet. This is going to summarize some of the information about speed. So speed is the amount of distance covered per unit of time, and it's how fast an object is moving, and direction does not matter. So some of you may have used these triangles to help you with rearranging formulas. So we've got speed equals distance over time. Speed can be in meters per second or kilometers per hour. Time can be in seconds or hours. Distance can be in meters or kilometers. And sometimes we use centimeters and minutes, but for most of our stuff, this is pretty much the main units that we're going to be using. The triangles here, if there's any of you who like to use that, and it works well when we have three variables in our equation, but we're going to have equations that have more than that, so it's of usefulness with limited numbers of equations. So the first practice problem we have here is a skateboarder can travel 350 meters in 52 seconds. What is the skateboarder's speed? So writing all of our information out here, we don't know what the speed is. We know our distance is 350 meters. Our time is 52 seconds. Speed equals distance over time. So 350 meters divided by 52 seconds, and we get the speed is 6.73 meters per second. So that's when we're calculating our speed. The next example on our sheet is when we're trying to find distance. So we've got a motorbike traveling at 42 kilometers per hour for 28 minutes. And how far has the motorbike traveled? So here we know speed equals 42 kilometers per hour. Time is 28 minutes. But we're going to go ahead and convert that into hours because our speed was given in units with per hour. So to convert our time of 28 minutes into hours, we're going to divide it by 60. And with that, we get 0.46 hours. So distance equals speed times time. So when we do that, we have 42 kilometers per hour, and the hours cancel here with our 0.46 hours. We end up with a distance of 19.6 kilometers. So therefore, the motorbike travels about 20 kilometers. And then the last example, an ambulance needs to travel 8.2 kilometers to the hospital. If it can maintain a speed of 75 kilometers per hour, how long does it take in minutes to get to the hospital? So since we want to get this in minutes, we want to pay attention to that as we go through our problem. So we have 8.2 kilometers, 75 kilometers per hour. Time equals distance divided by velocity. So when we do that, we end up with the 8.2 divided by 75, and we get 0.1093, and that's in hours. So to convert it over to minutes, we need to multiply it by 60, and so time ends up being 6.56 minutes. So the ambulance takes about 6.6 minutes to reach the hospital. So what I want you to do now is some calculation practice. So I have a couple of options for you to practice doing these different calculations with. I would like you to select a minimum of one of these options from the list below and practice until you are confident doing these, okay? Each of you are going to have a different level of being comfortable with these. Some of you may want to do all of the pages. Some of you may want to do parts of them. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do is fine. And I'm going to have you turn whatever you do into Google Classroom, and because I just want you to practice as much as you need. So your options are page 16, which is titled Problem Solving at the top. Then there's 17 and 18, and it is a coloring page with a cheetah. So the calculations are on page 18. The coloring part is on 17. And there is actually one calculation on the cheetah on the page 17. And then there is a page called Speed Problems, and it's your yellow page 19. They all provide similar practice. Some of them are a little bit different from the other ones, and you may need to do a little bit more. So I'm going to end up going over answers to these in the next video, but you should do these problems. Pick one of these, do them, and turn them into Google Classroom.